Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. I'm hoping that very soon I'll be able to not start off the video by saying last week was rough. I want to just be like, last week was amazing. I loved it. It was peaceful and calm, and I'm really looking forward to that day. But we are not there yet, so once again, I'm jumping in and getting my home back in order. However, today I'm actually in the master bedroom. If you guys have followed for a while, I've been out of the master bedroom. I'm thinking I'm gonna be moving back into the master bedroom. And so I want to come in here and clean because I haven't been really cleaning this area. And so I want to really go through the bathroom, the bedroom. The sheets were just changed, so I need to kind of fix those up, but it'll feel good to just get this space really nice and I don't know about like fully deep cleaned, but like pretty deep cleaned, and then we'll move on to whatever area of the rest of the house that I can tackle. I have been maintaining the guest room, my office, the living and kitchen, all that stuff, but I might try to go upstairs and work on the little boys' room. So we'll see where we get today, but I figured I would take you guys along with me, hang out, we'll chat, get some cleaning motivation, and get motivated for the rest of your week, whatever you have on the docket. So let's do this.
Count your blessings every night. You learn these lessons, future's bright. Count your blessings, don't let it slip away now. Count your blessings, it's easy when you know how. Keep the future forward, a star constellation. You know I'm shining brightest, still got that motivation. I look to you, you show me that trust. It's not a win-less, we both are moving up, yeah. Living like legends, keeping it fresh. Got a good feeling, gonna make it last.
This just felt so good to come in here and like kind of deep clean everything. But while I was in here cleaning up, I was actually Marcoing my friend Lynn from her channel. I'm sure you guys, most of you probably know her. I go on Marco Polo all the time. I do that to stay connected to my friends and especially like my sisters and my family. If you have not ever tried Marco Polo, it is so good. It's actually free. It's just an app. I kind of refer to it as like FaceTime for moms. It's really nice because you can put your phone up and you can just talk. You just press record, it's live, and then they can actually watch it whenever they want. They can pause, they can go back. I don't know. It's just amazing. I've been using it for years and years, and it's like my favorite way to stay connected because although calls are really nice and texting and stuff is great too, it's just really nice to be able to connect with people face to face, but on your own time. So anyway, so random, but if you see me talking, that's what I'm doing. I swear I'm not talking to myself.
Future's bright. Don't let it slip away now. Don't let it slip away now.
Okay, I totally thought the WinBot had more battery than it did, so I pulled it off. It's going to hang out there for a minute, charge, and while it's charging, I'm going to slow vacuum the floors. I've talked about slow vacuuming for 6 years at least, maybe 7 years. I'm not even sure now, but I've been doing it for a very long time. And if you haven't slow vacuumed your floors, you're missing out and your floors will thank you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a regular vacuum on the rug. If you have a corded vacuum, that is going to give you the best suction and the best result, but any vacuum will work. So I'm gonna do a regular vacuum on the rug, and then I'm going to empty the canister, and then I'm literally just going to go over the floor so slowly. And what it does is it gives the vacuum time to really work, to like pull up all the dirt, all the hair, all the things that otherwise get stuck in your floor. So you'll see when I'm done what gets pulled up after we've already done a good vacuum. It'll be amazing. Hey, look at that. All of that would have been left in the rug.
In the light, high tide in the city. Feel it when you're near me. We're alive, when the sky goes dark and you hear the thunder and you're standing up, instead of running for cover. When there's a new dawn coming over the water, seeing we're the ones, knowing there's no other. Would you be the last benevolent mouthpiece? Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo.
So this is the WinBot. I have shared it before in the past. I really love it actually. It's cool because obviously cleans your windows for you, but initially when you see it, you're like, okay, but you can just clean your windows yourself, and you definitely can. But this is nice because especially if you have 2-story windows, it does pay for itself. You just get on a ladder and you stick this up and then it'll just clean your whole outside windows. So we actually did this instead of having to hire window cleaners every single year or every couple years to keep the windows from looking so dirty and dusty. This just paid for itself, and now I just go around the house and like while I'm doing something else, I'll just have it clean the windows, and it does do a really nice job, especially outside. I sometimes will let it run like twice outside. That way it just gets a little bit better of a clean because there is so much dirt and dust on the outside windows and everything. But I'm actually really looking forward to doing a little outdoor clean this coming week because the outside really needs it.
Be the last benevolent mouthpiece. Heaven knows we need you now. Would you be the most beautiful consequence of a world that's coming down? Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo.
So everything is still fairly, I guess, pretty up in the air on how things are going to kind of fall, I guess. But I will say I do know that I'm not going to end up in this house. And so I am really actually looking forward to downsizing. I just feel like it can offer such a more peaceful life when you don't have so much space, because then everyone is able to really like spread out and they don't have to be close to each other. And that's just not what I want. And also I feel like then you're trading your free time for maintaining your home. And if it's too much to manage, then you just feel stressed and just all the things. So I'm actually really looking forward to downsizing. I think it'll feel so nice, so much more manageable, and it'll just give me a lot more time and a lot more peace. And yeah, that's something I'm really looking forward to. But at the same time, I will say I have loved all the changes that we've made to the house over the past several years, and I am definitely going to miss that just because there's been a lot of love and effort put into this house. But it is just a home, and I know that the next home I get, I'll be able to do the same thing, just in a different way. So anyway, just a little chit chat about the unknown future.
Standing up on our own for the things we know. Raise a voice, hear it echo. Raise a voice, hear it echo.
So before I get too far into today's video, I wanted to say a huge thank you to MIDI Health for teaming up with me and for being a total game changer when it comes to women's health. If you've never heard of MIDI, they're the leading virtual care clinic for women in perimenopause, menopause, and beyond. But what I actually love most is that they recently launched a new kind of care called the Age Well Visit. It's designed to help us live longer, stronger, and with way more intention about how we age. Like most of us, I've always known that taking care of myself now, especially as a busy mom, means I can keep showing up for my kids, my work, and live as the best version of myself. But traditional care often feels rushed, reactive, or focused on symptoms, and MIDI is different. Their approach is very proactive, compassionate, and built entirely around women, our hormones, our biology, and our actual lifestyles. So during an age well visit, it's a virtual insurance covered visit with a MIDI clinician who takes the time to really understand you, your personal and family history, your labs, screenings, goals, everything. So when I had my first age well visit recently, I was so happy with it. The entire appointment was super comfortable. I didn't feel rushed at all. And she asked me which of the health pillars I really wanted to focus on first. And with my Hashimoto's, I just wanted to focus on inflammation first. So she then helped me create a personalized care plan to help me feel my best. And I love that she walked me through the labs that she was recommending and explained why. She also went through different supplements that could be a good fit for me. It was just a very thoughtful plan that she put in place with supplements, lifestyle adjustments, and follow-up support. And it was all done from the comfort of my own home, which that in itself is actually a big deal. I didn't have to drive anywhere, rearrange my whole day, or sit in a waiting room. I could just hop on a virtual visit while I'm still managing everything else on my plate, and it's covered by insurance by all 50 states, so it's very accessible too. If you're feeling ready to take control of your long-term health, just click the link in my description box and book your first MIDI age well visit. Your future self will thank you, and thank you again to MIDI for sponsoring this portion of today's video.
Do you ever feel you don't get out what you're putting in? All your hopes and efforts are all in vain. Who will pick you up when you've lost everything? Does it all become for granted with a wedding ring?
I will never forget my aha moment when we lived in Utah and I was cleaning one day and I thought, oh my gosh, I bet you I could actually clean a bathtub with a broom. And I went to the dollar store, I picked up a broom, and I have never cleaned my bathtub the same ever since. It's worked so incredibly well. You can actually use Dawn dish spray to clean this, or you can use whatever kind of bathroom spray you want, but this is going to save your back, and it really just changes the way you can clean your tubs. And also if you do this in your shower very often, so you don't have to sit there and like deep clean and scrub and scrub and scrub, it actually does a really great job in your shower too. So if you haven't jumped on the broom bandwagon for cleaning your showers and tubs, I really suggest you do it. It works wonders and it saves your back and your knees so much.
Ooh, happiness requires work every day. Oh, and if that someone makes you smile and leaves you with a scar, don't let them tell you what you feel or who you are. Oh, there must be more. There must be
Let me tell you guys, this felt so good to come in here and deep clean the bedroom and the bathroom. It feels almost like a life refresh, not just a home reset. It just feels so good, and I don't know, it just is very, very calming and peaceful. So if you're feeling really overwhelmed with your life, take some time and just focus on cleaning your space, and it really will make a big difference. I can almost guarantee it. All right, it's another day. I was hoping to get so much more done, and my day just ended up like flopping. So I did not get really anything else as far as cleaning goes done yesterday, and I didn't even do my night routine. So that's still all there. And the kitchen is a mess too. So I want to just get in here, reset everything. In last week's video, I was talking about how I might want to like redecorate the shelves a little bit. And I thought it would be fun just to go thrifting and see if I can find like some fun pieces to like DIY. I won't DIY them in this video or anything, but I might go thrifting this afternoon after my therapy appointment, like on my way home, because my therapy appointment is quite a ways away, but my therapist is amazing and I'm so grateful for her. So anyway, I might go thrifting and see if I can find anything fun just to like spruce it up and change things up in there. But either way, I actually have less than an hour till I have to leave. So we'll see what I can get done in this space. But I will say the bedroom is looking and feeling so nice and clean. I actually didn't sleep in there last night, but it looks really pretty still. See, just as I left it, so beautiful. Anyway, let's get it going.
You said to me, we'll be alright. I know these things just take some time. I wish that I spoke my mind before we said goodbye. I'm missing you right now. You know it's true. Right now, I'm missing you.
I'm gonna set myself a 10-minute timer in here because I've been doing like my 5-minute morning cleans. So it doesn't take just 5 minutes, but it's like 5 minutes for each room, except I do give myself a few more minutes in the kitchen, unless if I've done my nighttime routine, then I don't have to do as much in the kitchen, but that just like keeps me on track.
Since we had our chance, I could stay in the house and let it happen. Now it seems the tide is turning back. It's just a matter of time. Can you imagine? It'll be the palms and the breeze with some pulp in my tea. Living my dream underneath.
I tried to make pasta at like 1 something in the morning the other day. I don't really think it worked. It's totally dry now, but I think I'm gonna try again actually.
Now all I need is you. All I need.
I feel like I have 2 different mindsets sometimes. Like if I'm feeling insanely overwhelmed, then I just will want to shut down. I don't want to clean. I don't want to do any of the things like that. Always end up feeling worse at the end of that. Now, on the other hand, sometimes I'm feeling very stressed and overwhelmed. Instead of just sitting there and kind of sulking in all of my worries and anxiety and whatever it is, instead I will actually get productive. I usually will start with something simple, like one of my domino chores, like cleaning the kitchen or something like that. And it just ends up being very therapeutic. Like one, keeping busy, so I actually feel like, wow, I'm being productive, I feel good, I'm getting something done, but it also just gives my mind a little bit of a relief of whatever I'm worrying about or stressing about, because I can kind of focus a little bit on what I'm doing, even though a lot of these things are pretty monotonous and you don't really have to put a lot of brain power into them because you do them every single day. But if you are feeling pretty stressed out about something, try cleaning, because honestly, it can feel very therapeutic. And the best part of it is when you're done, you have a clean and clear space, and it just creates this peace in your home and in your mind. So really try it out. I just feel like if you can get it started, cleaning can be so incredibly therapeutic. My timer's up, I'm almost done.
Hold all the pieces of fortress that once stood. The canvas's colors can't hold like they once could. And listen to the growing sound of all I've known that bids me farewell. I saw the new horizon deep within your eyes as the autumn leaves fell. And I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love. Oh, you broke me like the dawn breaks through the night. That didn't even know that it needed light. And I'm in love.
Over on my Instagram for quite some time now, my bio has said, learn to love our home again, or love our home again, something like that. And it's something that I've been very passionate about for years because I have gone through different trials in my life. And even when I was starting my YouTube channel years and years ago, I started it because I was dealing with postpartum depression after having my third son. And I had really kind of fallen away from enjoying homemaking, which was such a bummer because that was something that I always really did love. And I feel like I've kind of been in that place for quite a while now. I've really been struggling with maintaining my home and just kind of enjoying that. But I feel like lately, although having some hard times, I also feel like I've been feeling a weight is lifting some days, and I'm starting to enjoy homemaking again. So I'm really just leaning into that, and it's just feeling really good. So I hope that you can feel that, and I hope that you can get inspired to do the same if you are struggling with that as well. But one thing I did want to say is I have been starting to try to lean into hobbies. I kind of talked to you guys about hobbies in a few videos back, and I've been starting to get back into baking a little bit more. I tried making pasta, which was so random. I've never done that before, but I was just trying new things. So I'm trying to get into things like that and just kind of pour into my own cup in that way. I'm definitely not perfect at that. I've still struggled with self-care, but I've loved reading about your guys' different hobbies in the comments and just trying to get inspired by a lot of that.
I'm in love. I'm in love. Yeah, I'm in love. Yeah, you broke me like the dawn breaks through the night. I didn't even know that it needed light. And I'm in love. In love. In love, in love, and I'm in love, yeah, yeah. Go out with friends, get drunk again. I play pretend, it's fun to numb the pain.
Okay, I just want to say, if you see the guy out my window working on our van, he is not doing anything shady out there. I actually hired this local small business that does mobile detailing, and he did such an incredibly good job. If you are in the Phoenix area, he said that he travels around the whole valley, so I'm going to link their business down below, but he did such an amazing job, and it honestly just feels so good to be getting a little reset even in my van. And I've talked about this before, but when you deep clean something and you get it like spotless, it will stay a lot cleaner a lot longer than if you were to just do like a regular quick tidy or pickup on it. And so that was kind of my reasoning for wanting to get like a full-on detail. But you guys, it actually looks so perfect and like brand new in the van, and I'm just loving it so much. I'm hoping that I can keep it clean with the boys' help for the next several weeks, maybe even the next month or through the summer would be incredible. But go ahead and drop your vote of how long you think it'll actually stay looking new. I actually had planned to do it myself, and then I was like, you know, I just don't have like all the tools to get in all the nooks and crannies, and I knew that they could do a better job of it, and I actually have no regrets for that. But anyway, I know I was kind of chit-chatting about the card detail when I was showing you those random items, but those are actually some few things that I've picked up just in the last, you know, several weeks. Randomly, I might pick one or two things up here and there, and that's just going to be for my new house. I don't have a new house yet, but it's, you know, kind of future planning, and it's just been really nice to be able to find some joy in like little things like that. And it's also practical because I'll need these things eventually, and it'll be nice that I don't have to get all of it at once. So anyway, just randomness.
One day I get better. Healing's hard to measure. One step forward, two steps back. Remind myself that this won't last. The doubt and distractions, I will get past them. but I think about you all the time. What you doing, where you been, all that I'm still on your mind. Lost some sleep, but the doctors say I'll be fine.
Oh my gosh, the vac mop is like the item I never knew that I needed forever. It has been such a game changer over the last several years. I just feel like it's so easy to vacuum your floors, but mopping them, it's also not hard, but it's just like another step. And so the fact that I can do it together all at once just makes it a million times better. And I feel like my floors are always so much cleaner because I can just whip this thing out, vacuum them, mop them at the same time, and then call it a day.
Stones we carry, clothes we lived in, all the tales we will tell our children. No, we're taking the high road.
Okay, so it's the next day and I wanted to sit down and show you guys some things that my sister and I found at the thrift store the other day. And I'm just gonna say now, the kids are playing upstairs, so if you hear a lot of ruckus, that's what they're doing. But I just wanted to share with you guys all the fun little things that I found. I got some really good deals. I am gonna have to DIY some of the items, but my plan is to actually try to see if I can decorate our entire shelves on a thrifted budget. So I will have to add up exactly how much I spent, but I did have a 20% off coupon on everything. So I don't know if your local thrift stores do that. I know the Goodwills here in Phoenix do, so definitely check your local Goodwill or your local thrift stores and see if they offer coupons because they can save a lot. Okay, so this one right here was originally $8. Look at how massive this is. Now it does say cookies right here, but I'm thinking that I'm gonna DIY this and actually do like a texture on this, but I love the shape and I love the size. I think we'll just make it something a little bit more neutral that will go in the space better. For $3.50 originally, so you can do the math and figure out the 20% discount. I always talk about how you want to do like high and low, but you also want to add in a lot of texture. And so things like this can add a ton of texture. The basket, so I can actually set other things in here if we want. So anyway, this is just gonna add a lot of texture, and because it's a bigger piece, it's gonna take up a lot of space on the shelf and it'll keep it still simple while adding some interest. This one right here, I don't even think I'm gonna have to DIY, but it's just this really pretty kind of gold brass. This was normally $6.50, but again, I just think that's so pretty. It'll add some warmth to the shelves and look really pretty. Okay, this one was normally $8, and I'm kind of not sure if I'm gonna do anything at all to this or just leave it as it is. It has this kind of cool like design and markings on it, but I really just loved the shape of it. I thought it's so unique and so pretty. It's definitely handmade. This is normally $30. This was $4. It's from West Elm, and I immediately thought, I was like, this is so pretty, just so simple. You could add a ton of fun things in here. You could use it just for decor, but I love this piece. It's so simple and just timeless. This is the next item, and oh, it's normally $4.50. It's actually a planter. So you could use it as a planter, or you could just keep this as like a little vessel itself. You could put remotes in here, whatever you want, but you can just kind of get creative. But this one's another one that I actually don't have to do anything with. No DIY needed. And this one either. This one was $4.49 before my discount, and it just has like the most pretty texture. It's like that clay feel, and then it has, I don't know what they're doing up there. And it has like a glaze along the top. I love the size of it. It's like a perfect mid-size vase. This could get styled on top of some books or alongside a picture frame. You could just do, I think, kind of limitless things with this piece. This one right here was $2.49, and it's just this gold. I might end up painting this to be a more of like a less shiny gold, I guess. But anytime you can add in greenery or florals, it's just gonna add a lot of life to the space. And a lot of times they either kind of look a little funky at the thrift store or they're very expensive, and this one was a good deal and it looked pretty. This piece right here, I am definitely gonna DIY this. You can tell it's actually been painted already and it's scraping off kind of all over the place. But the size of this and the shape is really cool. And this was on sale for $4.49. Well, it was priced at $4.49 and then I got it on sale after that. Such a good size, a really fun one to DIY. All right, next I got 2 lampshades. I'm planning on taking like some of the lamps whenever I move out and then leaving some. And so I'll need to replace the ones that I end up taking. If you go looking at thrift stores for lamps, you will find 1,000,001 bases, but the lampshades themselves are a lot of times broken or you can't find a match, like a set like this. So when I saw both of these, I loved the color, I loved the shape, and I loved the texture on it. And they are only $5.49 each, which typically at the store, a good price or typical price is like $20 for a big size like this. So this was a steal. I just need to find the bases that I want to use with these, but that should not be a problem at all. So I got 2 lampshades. When I did my friend's makeover recently, her bedroom makeover, I talked about the lampshades or lamp bases that I found, and it was under $10 for both of the bases combined. And then the lampshades themselves were like 15 or 20 bucks each. So it still was a better deal than going and getting all new everything. Lampshades just, they kill me sometimes. Anyway, moving on, this was $3.50 and I just like that it had like a really unique design in here. It'll add some texture also again with the warmth. I am going to end up probably using some rub and buff, maybe to make this gold or something on the outside just because silver I don't feel will match. It was like late last night. My sister actually came and stayed over and it was late last night. We were at different thrift stores and the last one we went to, like we had to leave because they were closing, but it was just a jackpot. Like she found so many things that she needed for her home and I found a bunch of things that I was looking for, so it was a good one. It's always fun when you hit those. This next one is kind of like a white with like a bluish tone vase. I like the texture on it. It's just really neat and unique, but I am going to end up painting this to make it less shiny, I guess, and just more of like that neutral earthy tone. All right, we're almost to the end. I next found this lantern. It was $4.50. It has this really pretty like bronze detailing, kind of copper detailing on top. Obviously I'll clean it up and everything. And it's a candle lantern, so you can just stick a candle right in the middle, but it'll take up a good amount of space on the shelves and it'll just look really pretty and be able to add kind of like that cozy vibe in there. So this is just a little tray. It was only $2.50. You could always paint this if you want. Actually, it would look really pretty gold or like a stone look, but you can even leave it as is. But this is just a bathroom tray. These typically run like $10. So this is a really good deal, and this can replace one of the bathroom trays. And if I wanted to, I also could just use that on the shelves. Now this right here is $2.50. I think it's actually a candle holder. So you can hold it like this, or you can flip it like this, and then you could set what you want on it. Like you could set a picture, or you could set some books, or you could even put some different candles if you just wanted them to look a little bit less like a set like this. A lot of different ways. You can even like display if you have like essential oils. Like you could do a lot of things with something like this. It's just a simple tray and I really like the coloring on it. Okay, I also found this wall art piece. I feel like I have a hard time sometimes at the thrift store finding actual art that I like. I do find a ton of frames, so that's a great option. You can buy your prints on Etsy, get them printed out, and then put them in whatever frames you find at the thrift store. That's one of my favorite ways to do it. But I actually found this piece and it was $2.50. This is good size. I want to say it's like a 16 by 20 probably. I'm showing you upside down. There we go. That's what it looks like. I might end up, probably will end up rub and buffing the frame, but even if I don't, it's really pretty like that. It's just like the trees. It reminds me of a forest up in Montana off on the side of the road, because that's just how it is up north. You do not have to go far to find a forest. All right, and then the last thing that I got was actually this really, really pretty, good size, and actually very sturdy wicker woven basket. It didn't have a price on it, so she gave it to me for $1.50. I was so happy with this. Now this we can use as a basket, but I'm planning on actually putting it up on the shelves just because I think it's going to add a lot of texture and interest without being anything too crazy. So I'm really happy with that one. Anyway, that's everything. I just thought it would be fun to share a quick little thrift haul with you guys. It probably won't be next week's video. I'm not really sure. Maybe the following week. I'll work on redecorating those shelves, and in that video I'll end up DIYing all of these. Next week I'm going outside and hoping that it's not going to be too crazy hot, because last week it was like 105 degrees and we're just getting further and further into the summer, but I really want to get the backyard fully deep cleaned, and it always feels so good, especially with us being in the beginning / middle of summer. I really want to get that going so the kids have a really nice space to play and swim, and it's a nice place to hang out and relax in the evenings when it cools down a bit. So that is the plan for next week, but stay tuned because a lot of these are going to get a little DIY, and I think it'd be so fun just to show you that you can really do so much on a thrifted budget. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.